Let the sun shine on Sunday afternoons from 2 to 6 as Brother Ernest brings you Solid Ground, your Christian music alternative. Check out Brother Ernest as he presents his own special music mix, Solid Ground, only on WVCP.net and 88.5 FM.
I will remember you.
Wow.
All the joy and pain. Picture show.
What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor?
What?
Make me one with everything.
Place we'd meet, second seat.
And Delightful Dawn is here to tell you about the weather.
And don't make me laugh while I'm doing it.
Danka Shane, darling, Danka Shane.
Yeah, those people in the cottages, man, they have a really hard time making cheese.
Darling, don't explain.
Danka Shane sounds like Danka Shane. That's how you remember our names.
That's how I tell everybody, because they always call you Sean.
Danka Shane.
If you don't know that, we're married.
That's right. We have
For you listeners.
That's right.
I know you knew that, but the listeners.
I hope I know.
Hey.
Hello, it's Thursday, and it's time for the Danka Shane Show. And actually, it's going to be called the Danka Shane Show because listener Dan has come all the way from
I can
hours
never
and
remember
hours.
where he's from. He's past Kentucky. He just got into the studio and running a little late.
Settled.
His alarm clock didn't go off today, so he had to drive across state lines, and he was still right on time, actually.
I know, right?
Well, we were going to have breakfast together, so that's what I mean by late. He's in the other room giving me the eye. Anyway, Shane and Dawn here. Welcome.
Good morning.
It's 908 WVCP 88.5 FM, the Danka Shane Show, and guest DJ, Listener Dan, as we call him, Listener Dan. He's here, and we'll have him on in just a few minutes with us.
All right, and if you have a request, give us a call at 615-230-3618. That's 230-3618.
Hey, American Idol just started up. I don't know if anybody still watches that. They supposedly quit.
For a year.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to quit forever, but we know that wasn't going to work out.
Yeah.
It was a hugely popular show. That's like saying, we don't want many millions of dollars in our pockets. Of course, they're going to start it up. So they started it up, and we've been watching it. So
yes,
we'll talk a little bit about that probably. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about on the American Idol thing. Excuse me, over the next few months.
I'm not going to call paramedics. I'm not going to have to.
Cashew nut in my throat or something. All right, back to the music. WBCP 88.5 FM.
And you've got some Beatles info.
A lot of Beatles songs we're going to talk about today.
Okay, and I got some jokes.
We're going to talk.
Okay, let's talk.
This is Bryan Adams. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association is hosting their 6th annual VA Bike Car and Jeep Show on May 5th from 9 to 3. The event will be at the Alvin C. York Memorial, Virginia, 3400 Lebanon Road in Murfreesboro. I'm sorry, did I say Virginia? I meant to say VA. It's at the VA. Hey, you're used to seeing VA means Virginia. Registration is 9 to 11 and judging is 12 to 1. Call 615-752-8221 for more information. That's 615-752-8221. And Delightful Dawn has weather for you as usual.
Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Chance of precipitation, 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s. Highs 65 to 72. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers.
That was Alice Long by Boyce and Hart. By request, thanks for the call. You know what this song means. Dan is in the house. Coming up after this song.
Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you. I called too many times. Oh, I turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I loved you, and there ain't no more to say.
All right, that was Tracy Chapman. And of course, when we play that, listener Dan is either listening or he's here in the studio today. First time in 2018. Dan is here, so welcome, Dan. Is your mic on? Let's check your mic.
Well, thank you so much for having me one more time.
All right, he's definitely here.
As we used to say, top of the morning to you.
All right. Mm-hmm. I forgot we had the Irish Brogue going.
That's right, we had that last time.
Oh, what a crazy morning it's been, let me tell you.
Oh, tell the story.
Well, first of all, I finally fulfilled my promise to you guys by smoking you up a rack of ribs and cooking my world-famous scalloped potatoes.
Can't wait.
They're out in the car, okay? So
Awesome.
I got everything taken care of yesterday.
Locked your car, I hope, right?
I got everything. Yeah, it didn't rain or nothing. I was supposed to bring it with me the last time, but it rained. I couldn't make them.
Okay.
So anyway, we got that taken care of. We got a bunch of other stuff taken care of. This, that, and the other. This morning, I'm supposed to be on the road no later than 6:15 my time.
Because you come from where?
Well, actually, I crossed 3 state lines getting here.
Wow. Yeah. It's a drive.
Well, actually, it's okay. It's just
Okay.
just north of Louisville.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, your boo-boo with the VA is totally understandable in the month of March.
All right.
Okay, we got all this madness going on. Okay, VA does mean Virginia.
I know. I made an announcement. It said VA, so I said Virginia.
That's
Exactly.
true.
It does. And also, madness is not crazy.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
madness.
It's just madness.
Madness is just madness.
It is.
I agree.
So anyway, I jump in the car, I load up the car with all the food and this and that and the other, and I'm texting you, and I go, dude, I'm not gonna be there on time. But actually, I was. We actually both showed up here about the same time, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yep.
We were both pulling in just about the same, almost identical.
Yep.
Hey, the other day, speaking of crazy, actually 2 days ago, my friend Peter ran off with my wife.
Well, how long have you and Peter been friends?
Since 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Did you hire people to take your wife off your hands?
Well, if I did, it'd probably end up costing me more than I'd like to pay.
Yeah.
We're coming up on break in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So let's do 2 minutes worth of fun stuff here.
Okay.
What else? Just so you know.
Other things that I brought, I got several things here with me today, more than I did last time.
Okay.
Things to ponder. Okay, now, Dawn is really, really good at stuff like this, like with the kamikaze pilot and wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Why do kamikaze pilots wear a helmet?
Right. And that inspired me to, why do you recite at a play, but you play at a recital? Also... Really?
No answer.
I don't have... No, this... You're not supposed to. Why is quite a few the same as quite a lot?
Let me think about that. Okay, quite a few. I have quite a few socks. I have quite a lot.
A
lot of socks. Which I actually do. I'm just using that for example. Yeah, I don't know. Those are things to ponder.
Why does sour cream have an expiration date?
It's kind of already rotten,
Gets
isn't it?
moldy.
And don't get me started about cottage cheese now. We can go on about cottage cheese.
I heard about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people in the cottages, they're like, I'm going to make some cheese. And, a few months later,
I think it was
mixing
a
up
failed
this
experiment.
stuff. It's like, what is this? I don't know, but we'll call it cottage cheese.
I think it was a failed experiment, and they went with it, and it actually marketed well.
Right. It's got to be a failed
That's
experiment.
what happened with sticky notes, I think.
Really?
Yes. And look at them. They're still around decades later. Sticky notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started off with some guy with a little notepad, and he just
I don't know
licked
what he
the back
was
of it,
trying to
stuck it
do,
on,
but
some...
probably make a permanent, anyway, permanent stick. And anyway.
Okay, where are we at? Let me see. We have, what is going on with the soundboard here? We've got just too many songs loaded up right here. So I'm going to pull some songs out, and we've got to go to the break in just a minute.
I got a riddle for you.
Okay.
How long is a Chinese man's name?
I wouldn't know.
No, that's his name.
How long?
How long?
How long?
How long?
It's a Chinese man saying.
Okay. How long is the Chinese man? How long? We're going to play, if I can remember how to...
Till I find you again.
Richard Marx there, Until I Find You Again. Those were the great days of the great ballads.
He has such a sweet voice. My goodness.
He did. What a voice. And according to you and some other women, he was not bad looking too. So
He had great hair too. Remember
Great
that?
hair.
Great hair.
We all
Great
got-
voice.
Is that a hair joke?
No.
a hair joke.
Was that
There could be many hair jokes.
only if you got many hairs?
Yes.
We're not doing too bad, you and I. We're really not doing too bad. My receding, what little it is, I guess, has stopped about 20 years ago, so I feel safe. I'm like slid into home plate. I'm safe. It's not going to go back anymore.
My brother actually started receding when he was about 14.
Yeah? Wow. That's
14.
pretty early to go.
That
He was
is
buying
early.
beer by the time he was 15.
Okay. I wonder where Richard Mark's hairline is at
Yeah,
this
I was
point.
thinking about that. We'll have to look it up. See
We'll
what
give
it
that a
looks
look.
Like. Then and now.
That was the golden age of ballads. They just don't make them
Yeah.
like that anymore. It's kind of out of style.
Yeah, it is.
They don't,
The Lionel Richie
just
and
all that stuff. So, but I think a lot of it was overblown. We talked about that before. It was just you grow up listening to that, like when you and I.
Yes.
This at the age that we are, we listen to that, and just these love songs are just
Yeah, our kids would
overdone.
just roll their eyes.
All the
Yeah, it
songs were just,
doesn't-
oh, I would die without you in my arms every day, every moment. And now it's like whatever,
Well,
whatever. Play me some. What do they listen to now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I
Stuff.
apologize for that, by the way. A moment ago, I had to clear my throat, and I didn't notice, but I had my hat sitting on top of my cough button.
Oh, okay. It's now the hat button.
It's now the hat button.
Yeah, if you cough, just hit your hat.
There you
from
go.
now on. Yeah, listener Dan is here, by the way, and
I can
we were
roll
going
over
to talk
my
about.
papers with my chair again.
Yeah, So thanks to him for driving out here again.
All right, what do you got for us, Dan? Any
Well, I
jokes?
wanted to clear something up. Last time I was here, I had mentioned that you guys play music from across 5 generations, and I've been around for all 5.
5 generations.
I've said that myself.
It's decades.
Decades,
Yeah,
Dan.
that's-
Decades.
I just wanted
Very-
to clear that up.
Very different.
I have not been around for 5 generations.
He's not that old.
You're looking good. No wheelchair and everything. You're doing well.
Right. Okay,
Oh,
so
never
it's
mind.
5
I've got
decades.
a
Of course,
joke.
we're doing mainly oldies again.
I've
now.
got
It's
a
oldies
joke.
now.
Oh, on that note.
Okay.
You shouldn't have said that.
Hit us.
80 songs.
Oh,
are
by the
oldies
way,
now.
you like my uptown look?
Yeah, he's got the.
I made it big time. This
Dan's
is
got the
Nashville
blue
big time for me.
tinted, modern sporty shades on over there
They'll
across
have
the
to
window.
check it out on your website.
Do I look blue to you?
You do now.
Okay.
No, and I'll do this one by memory. Why do blind people do not skydive? Why do they not skydive?
I don't know if they do or not, but I don't know. Why don't they?
It scares the dickens out of their CNI dogs.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Okay. Hey, who's been watching American Idol? I know Dan has not.
I have.
But we have. We started watching it. It's 2 episodes in, right? This season.
So far.
So if you didn't know, it's on now again
Two
after they
hours.
took a year off after telling us they were done forever, but they're back, of course.
I had heard they were back.
And, yeah, there's some spectacular singers this year. A few are really, really spectacular.
Oh, speaking of which, I heard something
can't wait
on
to
the
see
news
where that goes.
this morning on my way down. Who that girl that with the short blonde?
Pickler.
No. No.
Who are you talking about? Where?
On Idol.
Oh.
I thought it was. Anyway, they had a contestant. Yeah, I do that. They had a contestant, some guy, and he did his thing, and she was. Oh, I can't remember her name. That's why I'm counting on you guys.
Kelly Clark? No. Are you talking about one of the winners?
No, the one that's currently on the panel right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Katy
what's her
Perry.
name?
Yeah, okay. Katie had coaxed this male performer to give her a kiss on the cheek.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
And as soon as he went to, she turned her head and
Yeah.
had a smacker on him. And evidently he took offense to it.
Uh-huh.
Well, he was saving that for his girlfriend, and that's what I read. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which,
Interesting.
yeah, she could, I mean, if that had been reverse the
Yeah, I think-
Oh, God,
sex is
yes.
male, female,
It'd be on the 6 o'clock news.
yeah, I mean, they'd be calling for the guy's head. If one of the, let's say Lionel Richie had, because he's on the panel, if he had pulled that on some girl, a young girl, and she
Yeah.
was saving her first kiss, boy, he'd be in trouble, big trouble. So
Yes,
anyway, a little double
hopefully.
standard now and then, and
I
not
hope-
that I want Katy Perry to be in big trouble. I just think she could have thought that through a little better.
Yeah, she needs to
Well, I
apologize.
can kind of see her point, too. In other words, hey, how lucky you are. You just got kissed by Katy Perry.
He can only say that was his first kiss.
Well-
Although it was a millisecond long. It was just boom.
True.
He tried to kiss her cheek, and she turned and gave him the lip really quick. Boom, it was done.
That's one of those Hall
And he
of
fell
Famers.
off his feet, if I recall, from the footage.
Yeah, I
He
did.
fell over, and he was like, "Oh, wow!" So, his first kiss knocked him off his feet, pretty literally.
Can I start life over again?
Let's see, where are we at? So that's the American Idol. It's going on. It's back, and it's pretty strong. It's fun to watch, of course, the crazy people. It's not as fun to watch the crazy people when Simon Cowell is not there to tell them that they're in saying, you're the worst singer of all time. I gotta admit that was sometimes funny,
It's
but
not
he was a
brutal.
little harsh.
Yes.
It's we don't need it to be that brutal. So where are we going? Right now it's 9:44 here, WVCP 88.5 FM. This is Shane and Dawn with listener Dan in tow, and we've got some more great things to be happening here soon. I'm trying to think of what we're doing. It's weather time, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read a card. I'm going to read a little announcement. And then Dawn has weather for us. During Red Cross Month in March, the American Red Cross encourages eligible donors to join in its life-saving mission by giving blood. To find a donation event, you can go online to redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-733-2767. You can donate at the Sumner Association of Realtors, 35 Executive Park Drive in Hendersonville on March 27th from 10 to 3. So the Red Cross, go check that out. And Dawn has some things for us.
Here's the 88. 0.5 Gallatin 4-day forecast, including Halltown and Bransford. Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s and highs in the highs from 65 to 72. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers, lows around 50. Current temperature is showing at 47 degrees. That's the Vol State College.
From desire, her love's running like a raging river. Yes, it's running like a raging river. Running like a raging river. And her heart's on fire.
Hearts on Fire by Randy Meisner. Is it Meisner? Do you know?
How's it spelled?
Meisner.
I would go Meisner.
Yeah, I would go Meisner too, for sure. Randy Meisner.
That's like Gail Garnett, not Garnett.
Did I probably said that wrong at one time, didn't I?
Well, you got a text from me shortly afterwards.
I did. A lot of the, the older songs, I don't know. I am of age myself compared to your average college person who's here at the college normally, but yeah. Anyway, so it's 9:53.
I noticed that coming in. That everybody I saw was quite a few years younger than I am.
Well, they're in
Did
college.
I feel out of place? No.
Well, I've decided to go back to school, and they told me they don't. I'm too old for kindergarten, so I was going to go back.
You
to
know,
school.
I tried the same Buffalo move,
Start all over again.
and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Buffalo move.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
What is a buffalo move?
I tried to fool somebody
Oh,
by telling them something so sensationally foolish that they had to believe it,
okay.
and they didn't buy it.
All right. Delightful
Hey,
Dawn has just
hey.
re-entered the studio. That's why she's been absent for a moment.
I was going to mention baseball season opens in a week from today.
Oh, okay.
A week from today. No, 2 weeks from today. On the 29th. 2 weeks from today, all 30 teams are opening on the very same day. First time it's happened in decades.
Okay.
Now, speaking of baseball, I don't know if you've ever heard of Yogi Berra.
Sure.
He is also, besides playing baseball,
Boo, Yogi Bear. No, sorry, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I used to watch it all the time. He had his little
Exactly.
He had a sidekick.
Hey, Yogi.
Yogi and Mr. Ranger wouldn't like that, Yogi. I don't care about Mr. Ranger.
But yeah, he was also quite famous for his yogi-isms.
Okay.
One that I personally have on my I am chat at work is a nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Now, speaking of baseball, Yogi used to say that baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical.
Okay.
That doesn't add up.
What?
Yeah, it's 90% mental
Baseball is not.
and the other half is physical.
I mean, I can try to convince myself of that, but okay.
And you can also observe a lot just by watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Obvious.
All right. Hey, back to baseball. I had an acquaintance about 5 years ago tell me he was a big baseball fan. He watched it all the time. He said baseball is the most grueling sport there is. I
Really?
laughed and said, "You're crazy." But I said, "That's insane. What do you mean grueling?" And he was serious because he's like all about his baseball. And he said, "Yeah, these guys play all the time. They play so many games. They're standing out there game after game in the sun and the heat, and it's a long season." And put a little perspective on it. But I still say, no way. I don't think it's
not as
grueling.
physical. No.
It's long and dry and hot.
Yeah,
sure.
it takes the endurance aspect into serious consideration,
Right.
because they actually begin in February, middle of February, and they don't quit until October.
Yeah, it is longer.
I think he was overusing the word grueling a little bit.
Yeah, you would actually put that more into boxing
Sure, boxing, training all
or
the time.
tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis will wear you out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, football will wear you out.
Get out there and play tennis for 5 hours
No.
I can't do it for
At-
5
at the
minutes.
highest
5
level
minutes will be
possible.
plenty for me.
at the highest level possible.
Oh, no. I play at the lowest level possible, trust me.
That's my preference.
Lowest absolute possible.
Give us a call with your request at 615-230-3618. That's 230-3618. Love to hear from you. Take WVCP 88.5 FM everywhere you go with the TuneIn radio app. TuneIn supports iOS, Windows, and Android. Don't worry, it's free. You can download it from the App Store today.
All right, that was the Bruce Springsteen, Glory Days. Love that song. Great story. It's a story song that is based on truth. So I told the story of that one time on the air, but I'm not going to tell it again. We have other things to talk about.
Okay.
Delightful Dawn is here. Dan is here. I'm here. And we're going to talk. What were we going to talk about? Anything in particular? Dawn, what do you have right now? I know you dug up a few things.
I have some jokes, but I know that Dan has some too. My husband told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
You actually did that?
It's a joke, Dan. It's just a joke.
Oh, man.
No,
Actually, it was a.
I did do that.
It wasn't
No.
my wife told me, but I had to change it. Okay.
Told me.
So that wouldn't go over.
Changer of jokes.
Okay, my friend said to me, "What rhymes with orange?" I said, "No, it doesn't."
Okay. What?
Nothing rhymes with orange.
Nothing rhymes with
Doesn't.
orange. I started writing a song. I don't know how the title for it. It starts off, "There was a man who had a house that was orange."
And that's it.
And I can't come up with a rhyme
And
for
you're
orange,
done.
so I'm done.
There you go. How many opticians does it take to change a light bulb? Is it 1 or 2? 1 or 2? There you go. I'm done.
Okay, she's done.
done.
That was actually pretty funny right
My
there. I don't know
kitchen
where you
is
got that.
orange.
Okay.
It's tangerine, as a matter of fact. My kitchen is tangerine.
kitchen. See, you could
Okay.
rhyme something with tangerine, though.
Tangerine.
Kitchen.
What rhymes with tangerine? Man, can anybody think of?
I have to think of some things, but
Yeah.
You can Google it over there. You got that
Tangerine.
little
sure.
gizmo.
Okay. Tangerine. Okay. Anyway, what you got, Dan? What you got?
Actually, I got a truckload of everything over here. I've got jokes. I've got ponders. I've got yogiisms. I've got a headache. No, I don't. I'm actually having a great time this morning. Thanks again for the invite and the traffic. The traffic coming down was absolutely smooth as all get out.
Okay.
And I'm sure that you guys
That's
had
great.
something to do with that. Because-
yeah,
Of course.
Especially because I was running late.
Yeah.
We control the weather, too, but don't
We
tell
do
anybody.
control the just
I'm
like
just kidding.
Well, I know Dawn does the weather.
Well,
she reports it, but we haven't got her to have full control of it yet. At
I'm
this
working
time.
on it.
We need a bigger antenna for that. Then we can do that.
If I had control of the weather, it would be warm almost every day of the year
Oh,
with
wouldn't it?
with sun. And a little bit of rain and
Here's
I would
each
have to
day,
throw in
but
some
later.
clouds.
part of the inside scoop. The weatherman slipped a couple of days ago, given the weather.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and he let it be known. He says, I can't report on it. He says, but in about a week and a half, we got warmer weather on the way. So, you heard it from me first.
All right.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
We were talking...
Coming today, actually, 60.
Is it
Yeah,
60?
but-
It's going to be in the 60s the next couple days.
All
Don't
right.
you listen to what I read?
But we got another,
No, I'm usually
No.
busy flipping buttons and switches and
Okay.
looking
Yeah,
at next songs.
we got another front coming in, too. You know, we were talking a few moments ago about school.
Yeah. School. Like, as in, were we talking about school?
Yeah.
We were talking about Paul Simon.
No, we're talking about... Yeah, well, Paul Simon, yeah, he was when I was in high school. But yeah,
I told you I'm going back to school, but
it had me.
They wouldn't let me into
flashing back,
kindergarten. Yeah.
You know, to all these memories. We were talking about kindergarten, and so then I went all the way back there, and I started moving forward, and it reminded me of this friend of mine named Julio.
oh, yeah. Okay. So, Julio
Julio
is
was a friend of mine in school,
okay.
and it would almost seems like it was yesterday. Here, let me share the story with you.
After the song?
No. Let me pick up my guitar and share it this way.
Here we go.
Mama Pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When the Papa found out, he began to shout and he started being...
restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin to the wayward wind. In a lonely shack by a railroad track, he spent his younger days, and I guess the sound of the outwind, the next of kin to the wayward wind.
And here is yet another community event. The VFW Post 9851 invites all Sumner County veterans, their families, and surviving spouses in need to receive food from the Post Food Pantry. The food pantry is open every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and is located at VW Post 9851, 73R New Shackle Island Road, Hendersonville.
Here's your 88.5 weather.
Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s. Highs 65 to 72. Current temperature is 49 degrees.
That's Annie Lennox, Walking on Broken Glass, a very painful song to think about. Does anybody know what they're actually talking about in there? Because I don't pay attention sometimes.
I do not know.
Okay. So Walking on Broken Glass. Do not try this. Do not try it at home or at your grandmother's home or any home. Yeah. So this is Shane and Dawn, by the way. Dawn and Shane, thanks for listening. It's 1022 WBCP 88.5 FM, and we've got Dan here today with us, and we're having a lot of fun in the studio.
Well, the only thing I can think of about that song is like tiptoeing around people, you know, walking on broken glass, like tiptoeing.
Kind of like walking on eggshells?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, let's look that up and see what that's about.
Will do.
But you have to pay attention right now because we're talking.
Okay.
Dan, what do you have for us right now? Do you have some more? What do you have?
Oh, my. I was just looking through some of my ponders. I think Yogi has some great words of wisdom. He tells me that through his isms that he usually took a 2-hour nap between 1 and 4.
Okay.
And he had...
surely he was smarter than that.
No, this is true yogi here. He also told somebody one time, "Congratulations, I knew the record would stand until it was broken."
Actually, you can take a 2-hour nap between 1 and 4.
That
leaves the time frame open. You can take a 2-hour nap between 1 and 9. If you do it from 5 to 7, that's between 1 and 9.
Slump? I ain't got no stinking slump. I just ain't hitting.
I just ain't hitting. Oh, it reminds me of one of the Green Bay Packers coaches, I think, years ago was asked about losing or something. He said, we never lost a game. What did he say? Let me say it right. We never lost a game. We only ran out of time. In other words, if the game were to go on for a few more hours, we would eventually catch up.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's positive thinking.
Yeah, positive thinking.
I had heard the other day a funny story on the radio. They were talking about this man that is walking across the desert with his horse and his dog. And they all stopped, and the dog says, I can't take this anymore. I need some water. The man says, I didn't know dogs could talk. The horse said, I didn't know either.
Oh.
That's great.
They're all hallucinating. That's cute. Oh.
Were they hallucinating?
There's
I missed that part.
2 goldfish in a tank. One says to the other, do you know how to drive this thing?
Speaking of that, as in Army tank or something like that. Okay. I was a tank driver, by the way, in the Army back in, I'm not going to tell you how many years ago. It was over 5.
Over 5.
I used to drive tanks in the Army. And then I got out of the Army and realized that they don't have any positions for tank drivers in the civilian world. So I had to look elsewhere for employment. Had to come up with another talent besides driving a tank.
I've got one here to where a little ditty that I had heard in my neighborhood where a woman got on a bus with her baby. And the driver says, that is the ugliest baby I have ever seen.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, huh?
Sad.
The woman goes to the rear of the bus. She's fuming. And she turns to the guy that she sat down next to. She goes, that driver just insulted the heck out of me. She goes, I am fuming. The man sitting there says, well, he says, you got a right to go up and curse him out if you want. He says, I'll sit here and hold your little monkey for you.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I like that. Okay. Great joke.
For all you monkey lovers, I'm sorry.
Sorry, monkey lovers. Here's Jay Giles Band.
Just anywhere. Hey, with WCCP College, Fall State College Radio.
The History Department at Volunteer State College invites everyone to their next lecture, Formed for Failure, the League of Nations and the Great War. It's happening Wednesday, April 4th at 1 p.m. The place is the Thigpen Library Rochelle Center. Everyone is welcome at this free event.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death among youth ages 10 through 24. The Jason Foundation is dedicated to the prevention of the silent epidemic of youth suicide through educational and awareness programs that equip young people, educators, youth workers, and parents with the tools and resources to help identify and assist at-risk youth. For additional information, or if you are experiencing a crisis, please call 1-800-SUICIDE. That's 1-800-784-2433. Remember, suicide is preventable.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
88.5 WVCP.
Alibis by Eric Clapton. Hey, this is Shane and Dawn with listener Dan. Along for the ride, it's 1037 WVCP, and we've got several more things to talk about. I've got some song facts today to talk about some Beatles songs.
Right.
I haven't done any of them yet.
I know. Go.
And I said, well, I've got a request to play next, and then after that, we'll get into some Beatles talk. That'll be fun. And Dan has some more jokes, I think. I don't know. Are you out of jokes yet? Or not? I hope you're not, because I like...
Oh, no.
He has pages.
See, last time I was here, I brought a handful or so, yada, yada, yada. And I thought at the end of our show that, hey, I could have probably gotten a couple more in and helped fulfill a couple of Shane's requests. And so this time around, I made sure that I was not going to be ill-prepared, so to speak. And I have an abundance. I mean, look at all the abundances.
Oh, yeah, there's an abundance of abundancy over there.
I got abundance of abundance is what I have over here. So, no, I'm anytime you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us what you got.
Well, Yogi, I'm infatuated with Yogi.
Okay, Yogi-isms?
Yeah. You had asked me a little earlier if Yogi was an intelligent person.
He was a bear.
Well, first of all,
Yogi Berra.
He pairs things up in threes. Okay. And the future ain't what it used to be. He was a very wise man.
Okay.
Okay. The future ain't what it used to be. And his philosophy was, how can you think and hit at the same time?
Okay. I don't get it. How can you think and hit at the same time?
I don't know how anybody walks and chews gum. No, I'm kidding.
And a peeve that I had, he had noted, he goes, why buy good luggage? You only use it when you travel.
That's pretty much the point. I have a question. I don't know if anybody has the answer. Who came first between Yogi Berra, the baseball player, or Yogi Bear, the cartoon character, bear dude? Who was first? I don't know.
Born first, I think Yogi Berra.
Because one was apparently named after the other, I would think, right?
Yeah, I bet you it was Yogi Berra.
Who came first?
How old
Yogi
was
Berra
he?
or Yogi Berra?
The baseball player, that Yogi, was playing in the 50s.
Okay.
So,
50s
yeah.
and 60s.
So definitely he did.
I don't know.
I don't think Yogi Bear came along until...
Yeah, more like 70s probably.
I'm going to say early, mid-60s.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, somewhere
I
around
agree.
there. At least, yeah. No, but not the 50s, so yeah. So the baseball player came first. So that leads me to believe that Yogi Bear, the cartoon, was named after the baseball player.
He was smarter than your ever
Yogi Bear.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Figured that out. I'm glad we did.
And he also noted that all pitchers, now keep in mind he was a catcher, he says all pitchers are liars or crybabies.
What?
All of them.
Why?
Every single one of
Okay,
them.
well, I guess he knew him pretty well.
Even Napoleon had his Watergate.
We're playing Roger Whittaker by request. This is called The Last Farewell. This is Shane and Dawn with Dan, WVCP, 88.5 FM.
There's a ship lies rigged and ready in the harbor. Tomorrow for old England she sails, far away from your land of endless sunshine, to my land full of rainy skies and gales. And I shall be aboard that ship tomorrow, though my heart is full of tears at this farewell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. I heard there's a wicked war ablazing, spoken word can tell.
During Red Cross Month in March, the American Red Cross encourages eligible donors to join in its life-saving mission by giving blood. To find a donation event, you can go online to redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-733-2767. You can donate at Nossi College of Art, 590 Sharon Road in Madison. That's Sharon, I guess, Cheron Road in Madison on March 27th from noon to 4. And as usual, delightful Dawn, she has some things to tell us about the weather because she studies these things for hours upon end and more than your average meteorologist. And she can tell you all kinds of things about the weather.
Here's the 88.5 Gallatin 4-day forecast, including Oak Grove and Ashland City. Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon, highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s. Highs 65 to 72. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Lows around 50. Current temperature is now 51 degrees. That's the Vol State College weather forecast.
Hey, that was Duran Duran, the great Duran Duran, the band from the 80s. They're still out there doing some things, and I don't know what they're doing, but I'm guaranteeing they're playing their old stuff because nobody knows anything about their new stuff, like so many bands.
They have new stuff?
I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I know they're trying to be relevant. I'm sure they resigned to the fact they won't be big radio hits anymore, but yeah.
But do they even need to be, really?
No, I mean, it's not going to happen. Just like Journey, they're still out there playing. Journey, the great Journey.
Yeah, they're doing concerts and stuff, though.
Yeah, doing concerts, but as far as radio stuff, nothing's happening. That's how it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. They make a lot of money with concerts these days.
Sure.
And selling goodies, merchandise, and such. And Dan is over there. What do you have? What else do you have, Dan? I see you through the glass looking at something.
Yeah, I'm sitting here pondering through my things that you ponder.
Okay.
If a vegetarian eats vegetables, what do humanitarians eat?
Humans? Ouch.
Why don't
depends on what tribe you go to. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why don't sheep shrink when it rains?
That's a good one.
Maybe they do.
And in Yogi's defense, going back to my yogiisms, he once said, I never said most of the things that I said.
Recant. I don't know.
That reminds me of a political quote that I used to steal, borrow, whatever. I didn't say that. I said that's not what I said.
Okay. All right.
Now, here's a riddle for you. What is red and smells like blue paint?
Red, it smells like blue paint?
Correct.
What?
What does smell like blue paint? I don't know.
Red paint.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Gotcha. Brilliant. You got me on that one. I say you got me.
Here's one for Don. Where does a general keep his armies?
Why is this for me? Okay, I don't know. Go ahead.
In his sleeveys.
In his sleeveys.
What? Sleeveys?
His armies. In his sleeves.
Okay, I got it.
Got it. Okay.
I'm over here pushing buttons and watching time and stuff. My brain is busy.
So is mine.
All right, we're going to play Nostalgic Radio. This is the Nashville cover band. Wrapped Around Your Finger. So
Good song. Good song.
good song. Well done. And we'll be back in a few minutes. By the way, we're going to play our Danka Shane intro montage again, which we usually only do at 9.
You consider me the young apprentice, caught between a Shane, darling, Danka Shane.
Dawn and Shane equals Danka Shane.
Thank you for
We're going to be here a while.
all the joy and pain. Picture show.
What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor?
What?
Make me one with everything.
The place we'd meet, second seat.
And Delightful Dawn is here to tell you about the weather.
And don't make me laugh while I'm doing it.
Danka Shane, darling, Danka Shane.
Yeah, those people in the cottages, man, they have a really hard time making cheese.
Darling, don't explain.
Dawn and Shane sounds like Danka Shane. That's how you remember our names.
That's how I tell everybody, because they always call you Sean.
Danka Shane.
If you don't know that, we're married.
That's right. We have
For you listeners.
That's right.
I know you knew that, but the listeners.
I hope I know.
And we're back. We're playing the opening montage. You'll usually hear that around 9:05 in the morning on Thursdays, because we're here on Thursdays from 9 till noon.
But if you tune in later, you played it again. So
Yeah, I'm going to start
you can
playing
hear
it again because you get to hear it, because not everybody's here at 9:05. Anyway, that's our great intro montage that I think is pretty cool. Anyway, we are here with Dan today, Dawn and Shane, as usual. It's 11:09 WBCP, 88.5 FM, and we've got some interesting things. Next up in a minute here, I'm going to play a Beatles song. I'm going to first talk about it, and then we're going to play it, but that's in a couple minutes. What else
All
do we
right,
have?
so what do you call a dog that does magic tricks?
A magic dog.
A labracadabrador. I got you to laugh.
That's my kind of joke.
Oh,
Wait a minute. A labracadabrador?
yes, a labracadabrador.
That got my funny bone. Okay, good job.
So what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world.
Okay. Armageddon. It's something about an arm and a geddon.
It's not the
You got
end
another
of
one?
the world.
Oh, it is the end of the world.
I know.
You got any more?
Let's see. Why did the old man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Can't see that well. All right.
All right, I'm done with mine.
She's done. Dan, you have any? The listeners listening out.
Here's another riddle for you, though.
There you
Okay.
go.
Get your little brains up thinking over there. Do you know why?
Was that an
Little
insult?
brains, yeah.
But it's funny. It's actually correct.
It wasn't
But-
literal.
Okay.
Do you know why you never see elephants hiding in trees?
I can think of a bunch of reasons, but go ahead. Tell me why.
They're really good at it.
I don't get it. They're really good at it.
That's why you never see them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that cue.
I always thought my neighbors in my neighborhood were really nice people. But recently they just put a password on their Wi-Fi.
You know, when the internet was still a little bit new and everybody started getting their own routers and everything, I lived in an apartment complex, and I was one of the last people in the world to get a security, password on my internet. I'm sure that my internet fed at least half of the people in my apartment complex.
Gave free internet.
That's why it kept cutting me off all the time, because probably 20 people were using my Wi-Fi.
You didn't have a password.
I just didn't think about it much. I'm like, people would say, you need to get a password. I'm like, really? And I didn't know people could just tap into it so easy. Yeah, I was a little naive toward the internet back then. Not so long ago.
Right.
Last weekend I was doing some work around the house, and I actually fell off of a 30-foot ladder.
Okay.
I'm okay, though, because it was only the first step.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Actually,
If you're going to fall off a ladder, then falling off the first step is the way to
it really is.
not hurt yourself.
And just don't knock
too
the ladder
badly.
over.
Yes.
Also,
yeah.
on our local TV, we have lots and lots of lawyer commercials and stuff. And there was something I had heard the other day. A man went to a lawyer, and he asked him, he says, "What's your fee?" The lawyer says, $1,000 for 3 questions. The man says, wow, isn't that a bit expensive? Lawyer says, yeah, what's your third question?
That sounds like a lawyer.
Oh, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to talk about Eleanor Rigby, the classic song
Eleanor.
from Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby.
From the Beatles.
Oi.
All right, Paul McCartney wrote most of this song. He got Rigby from the name of a store. It's called Rigby and Evans Ltd. Wine and Spirits Shippers.
I'd like to find out more about Penny Lane.
I did that one a few months ago.
Did you?
Yep, I did. So we'll have to play a best of Danka Shane to get there.
I must have called in sick for that. I'm sorry.
Probably did. So Rigby came from this company, and then Eleanor came from the actress Eleanor Braun. Does anybody know who that is? I don't. Eleanor Braun? Okay. I don't know who that is, but that's where Eleanor came from. So he liked the name Eleanor Rigby because it sounded natural. So that's the foundation of Eleanor Rigby. Now, the song itself contains a story about two people, the lonely lady who's, picking up rice after a wedding.
Okay.
And then the Father Mackenzie, who, I'm going by memory right now. Father Mackenzie.
The sermon with no one will hear.
Or hear, right. Which could be taken as two different ways.
Why does he care?
Well, why does he care? It could be taken two different ways. The sermon that no one will hear, does that mean his listeners are not really hearing it? Or does that mean he doesn't have any listeners? So it could be taken different ways. Maybe the listeners aren't hearing it spiritually because they're spiritually deaf. Or they're just not there. He's so lonely, and like Eleanor. So, interesting song. By the way, another note on this song, by memory here, the Beatles did not play any music on this. It was all done with the strings, the orchestra section, who their producer put it together. So you've got some violins, you've got cello, and something or other else I can't think of right now. So it was all strings, and that's what's going on with Eleanor Rigby.
Here we go.
Look at all the lonely people.
Song by Rod Stewart, Young Turks. It's 11:16.
Change your point of view.
National Poison Prevention Week begins March 18th through the 24th, and is the Tennessee Poison Center is raising awareness. Be sure and keep your medicines in a child-proof container and store them away from children and pets. Everyone can take this important step. Program the Poison Help hotline into your cell phone. It's easy to remember. 1-800-222-1222. That's 1-800-222-1222.
Thank you, Dan. Dan is reading some PSAs for us today. That's less that I have to do, and I appreciate that. And Dawn has weather for us.
Ball State 88.5 College weather.
Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s. Highs between 65 and 72. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers, lows around 50. Current temperature is 53 degrees.
Lions ain't the kind you love enough. Your teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and leave me anywhere. Oh, let me be. Oh, let it be. Oh, teddy bear. Oh, let me be. Oh, let it be your teddy bear. I just wanna be your teddy bear.
All right, just to remind you, we are on a campus here, so Dawn has some things to tell people who have anything to do with being here on the campus.
Here's what's happening at Ball State College, WVCP.
The VSCC Music Department invites you to another voice recital. It's Sunday, March 18th at 3 p.m. in the Choral Recital Room, Humanities Building, Room 151. Sophomore sopranos Kendall Oakley and Lexi Tatum will perform. Everyone is invited to this free event.
Learn more about WVCP Vol State College Radio and listen from anywhere. It's all at WVCP.net.
Some of the music heard on WVCP is provided by CD Warehouse in Rivergate, across from Rivergate Mall. CD Warehouse buys, sells, and trades new and used vinyl. CD Warehouse stocks new and used CDs, DVDs, and video games. CD Warehouse also has posters, incense, and books. They carry titles like punk and indie music, as well as Billboard's Top 100. If you can't find that title you're looking for, CD Warehouse can order it for you. And CD Warehouse pays for your used music, movies, and video games. 88.5 FM and Volunteer State Community College would like to thank CD Warehouse for over 19 years of underwriting support.
When the wind starts to blow and down comes the snow,
That's Sir Elton John, Little Genie, my favorite Elton John song. Very happy song.
Yes.
And it's 11:39 WVCP. And Dawn and Shane are here. Shane and Dawn and Shane. We have only a few minutes left. This has been one of the fastest days or 3 hours of my life. I don't know why. It's just,
well, it's got 3 people and a lot of things going on. So.
Yeah. So it's been very fast.
Been fun.
So Dan is here. He's currently in there talking to
Thanks for tuning in. We're finishing up our last 20 minutes here. So
Dan is talking to the station manager right now in the other room through the glass, and I think he's trying to negotiate a bigger paycheck for the day. I'm just kidding. There's no pay involved here for the talent. So what do we have next? We're going to play some Chicago next while they talk, and we'll see if we can get Dan back to the mic, and we'll say a few more things and say some goodbyes. Chicago. Baby, what a big surprise. Love that song. Don't I love a lot of the songs I play?
We love Chicago.
We love Chicago.
They're
Great,
awesome.
great band.
I used to live in Chicago.
Did you really?
Well, I've never been to the city of Chicago.
Dan, do you know what the original name of Chicago, not the band, was called? The band?
The CTA.
Yes, CTA for
Chicago Transit Authority.
You got it. Did I teach you that?
And the city of Chicago actually made them change it, so all they did was shorten it.
Right, just Chicago. Hey, you can't.
Which is great.
You can't make them change that.
A bit of trivia.
Yeah, that's great. Chicago Transit Authority, the original name of Chicago, and that's before Peter Cetera joined them. He wasn't one of the originals. He joined in later, and what a great addition. And it was sad when he left because they were never the same.
Yeah, well.
But their new bass player / high voice singer covers them pretty well, and that's good stuff.
Yep.
It's 11:43 now. It's 11:44. As I said that, the clock switched over on me. So we're in our last segment here. Dan is here. He's going to be heading back home to feed the dogs and everything after this segment. So we're going to turn him loose for a few more minutes and see what else he has to tell us that might be of concern or funniness.
Well, I'm sitting over here. I'm trying to teach myself new things. I found this thing. How many gorillas can you fit into a car?
Which kind of car? Should I not ask? Okay,
I don't know. How many?
I
got the
your average
like,
vehicle.
Seriously?
8. You can fit 8 gorillas.
Okay. How so?
Now, how many chickens can you fit into that vehicle?
With the gorillas or?
Yeah. Are the gorillas?
Look at that
I think we're ruining the joke.
Are you stealing
I don't know.
sneak peeks at
No,
my
I
material
didn't
over
sneak
here?
it. I'm just using my brain.
Well, the answer is 0, of course, because it's full of gorillas.
Exactly. I was thinking maybe they ate the chickens and they're in their stomach. And, yeah,
all kinds of scenarios.
You know, earlier we were talking about, school days and stuff like that. School days, they're fun to talk about from time to time. And it reminded me about this childhood sweetheart. Well, 2 years ago, I asked the girl of my dreams out on a date. Today, well, not really today, it was yesterday, I asked her to marry me. She said no both times.
What? Help me again. Because the first time she was in your dreams? Oh, okay. Wait,
the girl of my dreams.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I asked her out on a date.
On a date?
Yesterday, I asked her to marry me.
Okay, I said no both times.
She said no both times.
I'm busy. I always use that as my excuse. I'm flipping knobs and looking at things here, and I can't fully grasp all these riddles and jokes.
A couple more ponderances here that I was thumbing through. If a con is the opposite of pro, then what is the opposite of progress?
Congress. I do know that one, and hey, fully agree.
Sad.
Totally makes
True.
sense.
Yeah.
The opposite of progress is Congress.
Whose cruel idea was it anyway for the word lisp to have an S in it? I can't say it.
Lisp. I have a bad lisp. I think I do have a slight lisp sometimes. I listen to some things I've recorded in the shows or whatever. Like I have
No, you have a slur. You don't have a lisp.
I do slur occasionally.
That's totally
I'm
different.
not talking about racial slurs. I'm talking about slurring
I
words.
know.
Slurring.
You mumble.
Yeah.
You got
I had to
mumbling.
get over mumbling. I was bad at that when I was younger, I think.
And I'm also over here pondering with what happens if you get scared half to death twice?
You die.
Things to ponder. There are no answers.
They're rhetorical.
You know the little indestructible black box that they put on airplanes?
Yes.
Why don't they make the whole plane out of the same material?
Exactly. Why not? Why don't they?
What was the best thing before sliced bread?
Before sliced bread.
Before sliced bread. Nothing.
Chunky bread.
It's nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
And here's something really great to ponder. Is it Disneyland?
Oh, nothing.
A people trap operated by a mouse?
The reverse, and he's making a ton of money.
Isn't he, though?
Good one. Good one.
Let's see.
We got to do
a couple more yogis, and we'll give it right back to you. It gets late early out here. I don't know what time zone he was in, but it gets late early out there. And if the people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun, folks.
Hey, stick around for another 5 minutes or so, Dan. We're going to get you back on in a minute. Right now, we have to do a little break thing that's coming up. I'm going to tell the people about something, and then Donna's going to tell you about something. My little something is right here. Rehoboth, how do you say that?
Rehoboth.
United Methodist Church, 2601 Cages Bend Road in Gallatin, will be hosting a community fish fry on Friday, March 16th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Proceeds will benefit the Mission Fund for Rise Against Hunger. To reserve tickets or takeout dinners, email the church office, churchum@gmail.com by March 12th. Tickets are also available at the door. One more time, churchum@gmail.com.
Well, it's past March 12th, and the thing is tomorrow. So
yeah, it is tomorrow. So this event needs to go to the waste bin very soon.
It will be tomorrow, but yeah.
But it's still, the event is tomorrow, and Delightful Dawn has, what are you telling us, the weather again? Tell us one more time about the weather.
Okay,
Make
here's
it beautiful.
the 88.5.
This is the acapella weather.
Gallatin
no music
forecast.
Weather. Acapella.
Including Old Hickory and Hermitage. Today, warmer, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Friday, mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers in the morning and in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s. The chance of precipitation is 60%. Saturday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. Saturday night and Sunday, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s, highs 65 to 72. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers, lows around 50. The current temperature is now 56 degrees. That's the Vol State College weather forecast.
Take WVCP everywhere you go. Everywhere with an internet connection, that is. Listen live at WVCP.net. They're called the stations between the stations. Between the stations. Those are the new FM radio services that you'll receive when you upgrade to an HD digital radio. And your FM listening will be improved to CD quality. It's time to check out digital HD FM radio.
Learn more on the web at hdradio.com or hdradioalliance.com.
To battle is to fight, to struggle, to overcome, and ultimately for the Marine Corps, it means to win. There is no alternative. It's not just a statement of intent. It's a promise to our nation. A promise kept for more than 2 centuries. A promise of the Marines.
88.5 WVCP.
Creedence Clearwater Revival. And it's Danka Shane, Shane and Dawn. We're here with Dan, and we're about to say goodbye, actually.
Yes.
We have to go.
Don't cry.
He's breaking down. It's been a very, very quick 3 hours, I must say. It's like, boom, done. Wow.
I know, right? Felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah, wow. So he has some yogiisms? Is that what you're going to close it out with?
I did find a couple more here. And
Yogi Berra.
Yeah, Yogi Berra. The great late Yogi Berra.
If you don't know who that is, if you're too young or just don't know, he's a great baseball player from way back
well,
then.
Yeah,
he's not a cartoon, though.
He used to say, I am a lucky guy, and I'm happy to be with the Yankees, and I want to thank everybody for making this night necessary. But he did say that it ain't the heat, it's the humility.
Humility.
And just as a disclaimer, he said, I never said most of the things that I said.
Well, right. Did he purposely say those things that were just...
I can't make this stuff up, man.
Well, I mean, did he mean to be so...
I don't know.
Not brilliant sometimes?
There's one in here to where...
He's ironic.
A lot of guys go, hey, Yogi, say a Yogiism. I tell them, I don't know any. He says, they tell me to make one up. He says, I don't make them up. I don't even know when I say it. There's the truth. And that's the truth, and I don't know.
Wow. All right. Yogi Berra, not to be confused with Yogi Bear the cartoon. And we figured out today that through the process of thinking that Yogi Berra, the baseball player, he was there before Yogi Bear, the cartoon.
That was our summation. We never did verify that.
We did not verify it.
But I would really be surprised that if Yogi Bear was the influence for Yogi Berra's name.
Sure.
But like I said, I believe...
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? No, just kidding.
I was along that line?
Yeah.
Why didn't dinosaurs cross roads? There weren't any.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
There had to be trails, though. Why did the dinosaur cross the trail of Brontosaurus tracks?
To eat the chicken.
Right. Or to lay on an egg.
Something.
But guys, it has been a whole lot of fun. Thank you again for the invite, and hope you enjoy the ribs and potatoes that are now await you.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're heading out for ribs and potatoes that Dan has made by himself at his house. Looking forward to it.
Of my smoker.
So thanks for coming out, and thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate you being here. It's 11:56 WVCP, 88.5 FM.
See you next Thursday morning, 9 to noon.